Are domain names protected as trademarks? So this is a very important question. When we say domain names, yes, domain names can be protected as trademarks if the domain name is used in a way that distinguishes the goods or services of one entity from those of the others. So when we say domain names, there is a very important and very landmark case study on this, which was Geo Hotstar case study. So there was an app developer in Delhi who obtained registration of the domain name geohotstar.com before the merger between Geo Hotstar and Disney took place. And when Reliance came to know about it, Reliance approached to that developer and mentioned that this is the domain name that is similar to my trademark. How can you get it registered in your name? So that applicant mentioned that it was something I did it unintentionally and I wanted to register this domain name. If you want this domain name, of course you will have to then take that domain name. You will have to give money to me in return. Ultimately, when this reached to the court, it was proved that Reliance already had marks which were similar to the domain name, and that's how domain name was then transferred in the name of Reliance. So again, like when we start marketing our brands, when we even think of a business, before starting that business, before marketing that business, it is important that you get that mark registered in a and the domain name associated with it registered as well. In case there are certain judgments in this as well, which are in case of People Interactive India Private Limited versus Vivek Pahwa or others. The court gave a proper definition of the term domain name, that a domain name is the territorial address of a business on the internet where it directs a user to a particular part of the web where the particular domain name of the registrant stores and displays all necessary information, offers, and service available on the internet. Another case was Calidor Productions Limited versus Gaurav Mehrotra and another. The court held that a domain name is more than a web address. It provides information about the owner's goods and services. Therefore, the owner can seek protection of its domain. So whenever we are going to register the trademarks, few questions have to be there in your mind. What is if you need a word mark in protection, if you need a logo in protection, or if you need a particular domain name in protection as well. I, being a lawyer, will obviously suggest that your mark should be protected in all aspects. If you think that it is a word mark, for example, if you take the mark Adidas in question, now if this only the word mark Adidas, Adidas, that should be registered, then Adidas with those three stripes as a logo should also be registered. Along with this, if there's a domain name, that domain name should also be registered. All this should be registered considering in mind what all classes are there. That class search is very crucial. You'll have to register your class, and that's of course where the attorneys come into pictures. In India, that class search is under WIPO, just like I mentioned, and that WIPO classes should be analyzed properly to see if advertisement services are also provided to you, like advertisement and office office pens, diaries are something which we very often use in our office. If we have a brand, we would like to use that brand in the office dictionaries or office usages as well, like diaries, pens, and all those things. So class 16 comes into pictures. So all these classes are something that we need to analyze properly before we go ahead and file application. This also becomes very important because amendment can be done, but amendment cannot be without amendment can be done, but not just like that. Amendment has to be proper amendments, otherwise it is not going to happen. Just a second. Okay. So this was the overall crux that we had, where we explained about the trademarks, how those are beneficial, and how those domain names can be protected.
Welcome to COMPLINITY Technologies. COMPLINITY is India's leading governance, risk and compliance software helping companies to manage their compliance, contracts, litigation, legal updates, inter-financial controls and more. COMPLINITY is a one-stop shop for all GRC needs. With our proprietary 12 GRC modules and real-time legal updates on 2,000 plus laws and 24,000 plus compliances. all in an integrated platform that is easy to use with automated alerts and risk management capabilities. Is why compliance managers, general counsels and chief financial officers choose COMPLINITY every time. Join the most innovative and prestigious brands that use COMPLINITY. Automating your compliance management. Request a demo at complinity.com.